Greetings, Earthlings. You are now hurtling through the solar system with Biblerella, breaking through your wall of impenetrable energy to bring you intergalactic tidings of joy and spreading the good news gospel one soundbite at a time. And Jesus, when he was baptized, went up straightway out of the water. And lo, the heavens were opened unto him, and he saw the Spirit of God descending like a dove, and lighting upon him. And lo, a voice from heaven, saying, This is my beloved Son, in whom I am well pleased. Then was Jesus led up of the Spirit unto the wilderness to be tempted of the devil. And when he had fasted 40 days and 40 nights, he was afterward hungred. And when the tempter came to him and said, If thou beest the Son of God, command that these stones be made bread. But he answered and said, It is written, Man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of God. For New Testament Tuesday, some readings from Matthew, chapter 3, verses 16 and 17, and chapter 4, verses 1 through 4. So the tradition of fasting for purification of body, mind, and soul is a long tradition. It's mentioned often in the Bible, and most religious or spiritual practices all involve fasting either sometimes longer, 40 days and 40 nights. Moses fasted 40 days. Sometimes shorter, and even some of the more New Age traditions. It seems that everyone who is on a spiritual path fasts at some point. And I know from some of the more fire and brimstone traditions of Christianity, they feel that fasting helps to overcome your appetites, to really, it's like a wrestling match, and you want to pin it to the ground. And in my opinion, and this is just my opinion, I feel like mind, body, and soul is sort of like a three-legged stool. And you need balance in all three. We've been put here in human form to learn whatever it is we need to learn that we can't learn if we're not in human form. I've often read of it being described as a university for the soul, which I like. So, hey fellow university students. But if your body, so your appetites are out of whack, and I mean, we look at obesity in the US, for instance, it's just stunning. Like 2 out of 3 people are considered overweight. There's something like 40 million people considered obese to morbidly obese. And so obviously their appetites are out of whack. And the discipline of fasting, and it's always referred to as a discipline, it's not easy. No one said fasting is easy, but it's great for bringing balance, because if you deny your appetites, even if it's for a shorter fast, say 24 hours to 36 hours, which is, going from dinner time to dinner time with no food, or a whole day, and then the next following day at breakfast, you break your fast. For one thing, it gives you that boost that you're not completely enslaved by your body. And the other is it does help bring it back into balance, and you become more attuned to what the universe, what God is trying to tell you. And I think that's what Jesus meant when he said that man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of God. It makes you a lot more in tune to what's proceeding out of the mouth of God. So if you haven't tried fasting yet, try it. Craving more sound bites of salvation to salve your soul? Then be sure to steer your spaceship on over to Biblerella.com.
Music by Kevin MacLeod.